We are back with we are back. That's it. That's the whole sentence. Send tweet done.
Hello.
We have returned.
She hurt herself in her
Grief.
pursuit of
Pursuit of happiness.
Oh goodness. Do
me
you
and
ever
all
think
of
so
my-
hard you hurt you just hurt yourself a
Literally,
little bit?
Yes.
all the time. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Just now, I got what I asked for, and boy did I.
Mm-hmm.
You specifically said, I want this conversation to happen. I want it. I want to see it.
I'm gonna go click away from this.
What did you click away from? Just us?
An age-restricted channel in our Discord server
I
That-
see.
that hasn't been
see.
visited in long enough for me to get the prompt that said, "Are you at least 18?"
That's so funny.
That is so funny. Okay. It's the right place
Discord's trying to protect your child eyes.
My delicate
apparently.
sensibilities.
to be. Child eyes. So,
I was sad about something else. Yes.
you were
Moving
sad
on.
about something else, but time passes. Actually, question. Lie.
Mm.
What do you do when you've while you were away, Danny, Phoebe came up with what I'm gonna try to have be the name of the episode, but I really don't think that YouTube is going to allow. Which is
I hope
what,
they
Phoebe?
do. Well,
Which is what?
so if Maltha was Voldemort,
Oh no!
Brooke was a Horcrux.
No! Leave her alone.
Which I think is very humorous. But now, now we've destroyed the final Horcrux. What
It
does
might let
lie
you
do?
do. It might let you do. Ho, Horcrux. Ho apostrophe.
Ho-
Ho apostrophe. Horcrux.
Horcrux. I see.
No W,
might.
but
No
I.
W.
You are not allowed to talk about Brooke in the past tense and also like make. I'm not ready, so it's too soon.
Too soon.
Is my girl, and she has been slandered since episode 1. If I would like to make a good-natured joke, now posthumously, I will have my God-given right to do so as her creator and player and biggest fan.
You know what?
As her handler,
That's fair.
you
You're
have
allowed. You're
first
allowed.
and only right.
As her guardian,
Yeah.
you're the only one that has permission.
Anyone else, it's too soon. But for
Mhm.
me, it's the perfect time.
It's the right amount of time. Okay.
But so I think Lai would shoot a message to Ari. Basically saying like, it's done. We're going to need to discuss this as a group, probably. Are you okay?
Lai's asking Ari if she's okay.
It's very sweet.
Yeah. I mean, Ari was the one that told Lai about Brooke in the first place, and she got emotional when telling Brooke about her, so I think sending a kid that you've known since she was born off to her death is probably at least a little bit difficult. Lai's smart enough to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was there when you were born.
Mm-hmm.
To. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Ari has taken Brooke back to her family, obviously. So what she says is, or what she essentially uses that message as a reason to leave, because eventually sunset, you know?
Totally. I feel like the smart move would have been to take her to a hospital where she could have been declared DOA and say that she had heart failure while she was like walking or that she had smoke in her lungs. Not to pick up a corpse and bring it to her parents.
Yeah,
Ari,
I don't know why she did that.
Ari is a wolf. There is no amount of like, and what also it would visibly have looked like is Brooke is walking down the street and then Brooke collapses.
I see.
It would have looked like they could look at any camera they want to look at. It would simply have looked as though at that point Brooke had heart failure. Like it would have just looked like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Right. So what's the normal response to that? Oh, call an ambulance.
the
Not
normal
if she's
response,
already dead.
not if she's already dead, but also not only that. What Ari didn't do was, I'm screaming because something has happened. She said she would have taken Brooke back and said, this.
I think she.
I
I
found
think
her. I brought her back, but can you call an ambulance? I don't like. I need
you could
someone to do
probably
something.
ascertain that Ari knows. One could argue that you could ascertain that Ari knows CPR and all the other stuff. She would have done what she
does.
could have, and then like said like I did that. There's nothing that I could do. Like
Yeah.
like obviously you wouldn't.
Totally.
She's not walking back. Like
She's not walking back. She would have run back. She would have.
she walked there, but she didn't walk back.
Yeah, I just think
walked
it's
there
worth
to-
at least looking a little bit more closely at what that process looked like, because
wanna
that is
know.
a significant thing in general.
And that is perfectly valid. The monstrous community has likely navigated this similar situation before, and Ari
Yeah.
specifically will have navigated this situation similarly
Totally.
before. The difference to her or for her is that she is returning the body to the family. That's the difference for her. Like normally she just wouldn't. Her job is very, very similar to Lai's job. She's a tracker, and then she's eliminations. If Lai's not doing it, she is.
Yeah.
She reap, but on this side of the plane. So that's what it would have looked like. And she would have used that message from Lai to say, I need to go. And she wouldn't have said anything more than, it's Margot. I have to go. It's my own kid. I got to do, I'm out. And would have said, if there are any questions, I'll be back the next day. Like I'll be back in the morning. But right now, my own kid. Her reply to Lai. Would simply say, yes, I know. Give me time. And then there would be a little while later, a little bit later, just minutes, not hours or anything, another message that says, Margot is hurt. I can't tell her right now. Not immediately. Right? That would be it from her.
I think Lai would respond, Maltha does need to be dealt with sooner rather than later. I understand you need time, but there can only be so much of it.
Ari would say, at least after the moon.
How long is that?
Another 2 days. It's 2 days. Ari, so the way that, and Danny, stop me if I'm wrong as I describe this. The way that it happens is every full moon, which lasts about 3 days, lichens are forced to change at sunset. Moonrise.
Well, the moon is out.
Moonrise must be wolf. During the day, can choose to turn back, but it takes focus and it takes energy to do so. And so part of the issue right now for Ari is a whole lot of shit's been happening, and it takes focus to be able to be in the form she's in right now. Plus, she knows that Margot is hurt, and that's essentially where she's going. Lai would know that based on the fact that she knew Brooke from birth and Brooke is now dead. For Ari, that could be enough to mean that she can't stay human right now.
Mm-hmm.
So her messages become more and more brief because she's like, it's focus. It's a lot of focus to hold it together and be able to even be able to message you right now. That's kind of what's happening. It's less, hey, it's less like chill till after the moon and more, I can't talk to you properly until after the moon because this is the thing that's happening.
Also, if she begins weeping, her daughter will hear her. Probably.
Potentially. But also, potentially, depends on where Margot is at this point. But also, Lai would have known that already. That's why I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Lai would already be aware of like the potential ramifications of, oh, this person that you've known since birth, you were already kind of haggard because you changed during the day. So it's already kind of there.
Right. And so I think in Lai's mind, at this point, it's honestly like, we may not have the time to wait.
Mm-hmm.
I need to start planning without them.
So start planning without them. What she would also say is, when I catch her scent, I can track her. She's not going anywhere, essentially, is what she sends. She does not send it so coherently. But that's essentially what she's saying is, I can find her.
Her being Maltha or
Yes.
Margot? Okay.
Her being Maltha. I will be able to find her. She cannot hide from me because I can catch her scent. That's essentially it. Because essentially now she knows what she's looking for is a Brooke-like smell. And Maltha has been around Brooke recently enough that she can somewhat start to deduce what's going on there.
Mm-hmm. And this is where Lai is so like goal-oriented, is like, you're forced to be a wolf, get tracking. Like, they're not going to say that, but that's definitely what they're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Lai, remember the kid?
Did they message that?
No. They do not. They're gonna do some thinking and some planning first. I mean, but that will probably come up soon.
That would probably come up. One of the thoughts that might also occur to them is, if you're a wolf, how go through city if she in city? If she's in a populated area,
that's fine. Is she? Because last we knew, we were in a weird fucked up Fey world. So like, you are probably going to need to do a fair amount of sniffing, and if sniffing leads to city, groovy. It might not.
Tracking isn't all sniffy. Not all of what she's doing is about scent necessarily. She catches a scent, but then she doesn't.
You said scent. I don't know.
I did, yeah. So
Phoebe doesn't know how tracking works either.
Yeah, exactly.
Not lie. Giving a fuck is an inconvenience. Morrigan saying,
yeah. Oops, lie continues to be lie.
Really stepping into their role. Really just doing a stellar job stepping into their role.
As Mr. Detached Death itself.
Yeah.
But also as stepping into the role of Margot Reyes while Margot Reyes is busy.
And for tonight, in the role of Margot Reyes, we have Morrigan, everybody.
Hi, Morrigan. Do you want to do
But
risky things?
Margot does it out of too many fucks. Lie does it out of an absence of fucks.
It's weird.
I feel like that's not true. Lie's fucks are just placed differently, as it were. They're just differently placed fucks.
Sure.
Or else they wouldn't do it. It's not that they don't give a fuck, because if they didn't give a fuck, then they would.
They just don't give the kind of fucks that one would expect one to give about the people around them.
They don't give a fuck in a way that most people acknowledge as giving a fuck.
It's not a traditional fuck, but a fuck it
Can
is.
have some fuck. Do you want this kind of fuck? My interest is piqued. There you go.
A traditional, a non-traditional fuck given.
A non-traditional fuck from Limor.
Love a non-traditional fuck.
We do.
I don't know about you, but
I
can confirm.
Do. Can confirm. Give me all the non-traditional fucks, please. I will take them.
I will take them.
I will take them all. Thank you. It's nice of you to bring them to me.
But yes, so I think Lie goes into like tactician-y kind of mode, which will eventually lead them like back towards talking to the big guy and things like that. But we'll get there.
We will get there. You know what? While we're looking at that, getting there, while Lie is out, what does Carmel do with her day, generally?
I play Carmel. I sure do.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm not, and I'm not going to make this decision right now.
What do you mean? What does she do with her day?
What does she do during the day? Like, what's her like? She's not just like sitting on a rock like Ariel, like waiting for.
Listen, listen, bud. Some days
she might be.
Some days she is.
Some days
she has.
What else
She has hobbies, but you have to keep in mind that Carmel doesn't need a job or money.
She's trained as a hunter.
Ish, isn't she? Like,
she's trained as a hunter. She can navigate the way that she.
Correct, but she is not Lie Morrigan, and so when things are going on in her personal life, sometimes work takes a back seat.
No, sorry. What I mean is not she's trained as a hunter, therefore she will do the job of a hunter. What I mean is she's trained as a hunter, so if she wants something, she can go get it.
Correct. But yeah, Carmel's very much a. Carmel is getting what she wants. That's the thing. Like, Carmel's doing what she needs to do to get what she wants right now.
Which is nothing.
So, except a finely placed conversation and or showing up or two.
Okay.
So on this particular weekend, with everything that is going on, the thing that she did, the detailed conversation that we had last session was what she was going to do. She completed her to-do list.
So then what's she do when the to-do list is she actually now just on a rock? Like,
she's on a rock. Oh my god.
That's why I'm asking what is she up to right now?
Hobby-wise, she crafts,
like,
she reads.
What is she
she does have a little bit of like Ariel vibe. It is a little bit Ariel, a little bit Arthur Weasley in the like, look at this stuff, isn't it neat kind of thing. She does study, like, if she's studying like human history or something like that, or like, getting really into something very specific. I think she visits the library quite often, just like the local library.
The local library, yep.
Just like she'll spend all day there, just like looking at like different like books and stuff like that, like on a subject that she decided on as she walked in. Okay. And she's like, I'm gonna spend this day like reading all about corgis. Why are they so weird? Like, what's the deal with wiener dogs? What's
the deal with corgi butts? tell me
Why are they
so
like this?
fluffy?
And she
Why
comes out with,
move like this?
you know, much biological and historical knowledge on the breeding and keeping of Welsh corgis. And weirdly, the English monarchy. Like,
Yes, she would.
so,
Yeah, she would
so,
definitely.
like,
so, oh yeah, what's going to happen to all the Pembrokes? Has anyone thought about
I
the
just read an
dogs?
article about that. Actually,
Oh, is that why you brought up corgis?
no, it is just why it's why that was my it's why that was my example, because I read an article about recently.
Please
about
send me
what
the
was...
article, but we're not staying on it.
Okay, okay.
Okay, what
Not
we
everybody
are
likes the
staying
corgis
on.
as much as the queen. That's all.
Uh-oh.
But they think that the staffers are going to take them instead of the family, because the family doesn't really want them.
They're jealous because they're the real babies.
Yeah. Moving on.
Anyway. Ooh, interesting. Anyway, damn it. As Carmel is in the library, she looks up to see the big guy playing at the door to the library, playing with the doors.
The automatic doors? Or they would be pressure plates at that point, but like, it's just
being just kind of enjoying the technology.
Way.
Because like when you teleport, that's one thing. Like you don't need to worry about like what a door's doing. But now he's kind of got to know what the door's doing. And he's like basically exploring the technology. That is what the big guy does in his spare time now. Because the last time he had to walk through doors, he had to open them first or have them opened for him. Not by anyone that would be holding his toga.
Pre-door.
Pre-doors. It was arches.
Walk around the curtain. The curtain.
Exactly.
Carmel will watch for, I think, maybe a solid 5 minutes, because I think that it's just she wants to see how long he's going to do that for. Because she's been there.
3.5 minutes.
She's been there. She's been that kind of fascinated with the human world.
Truly, it is not even 3.5 minutes. It is roughly 30 seconds before someone comes over. One of the librarians shows up and is like, do you need help? Like, are you okay? And he's like,
I think at that point, at the point where somebody goes to intercept him, Carmel will sort of swoop in and
the librarian
say, oh, there you are.
Oh, are you looking after him?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
What does she mean looking after me? I don't need looking after. I'm fine.
He doesn't need looking after. It's okay. And then she's gonna like sort of take him by the arm and lead him into a sort of atrium area where they are allowed to talk, because the library is sacred, obviously.
Of course.
And say they get kind of upset if you, not the doors, the people, if you make a lot of noise in the library. I don't know whether that's something that you've experienced prior to now, but the doors that make a sound, and it kind of echoes on the inside, and that's why she was coming to tell you to stop.
Thank you for telling me.
But there are other places, like there's a bookstore down there, down the street at that shopping center down there, and then like a couple of other stores at the shopping center that also have doors like this. And for the most part, they don't really care what you do.
The people at the shopping center do care.
Did you go there already before this?
That was yesterday.
Let's see. Have you ever heard of Walmart?
No. Yes, someone I reaped kept talking about Walmart.
It's like a big place with like a blue
Lots of stuff.
Mm-hmm. No one cares what you do at Walmart. And they have automatic doors too.
I'll go for Walmart then. And he sort of realizes who he's talking to. Goes, see, thank you. Bye. Cool.
Oh wait, would you like some company?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. She sort of like looks around when she sees that there's a pond, and she's like, I mean, we can go the regular way, or I don't suppose you can. You don't teleport anymore, do you?
No.
I see. We can go. What? Let's just go the regular way. I'll take you. And she will lead him out to her Prius.
Carmel drives?
Carmel drives? Carmel drives a Prius? Do you ever feel like you go full circle back to like the first game that you ever played?
That is what we're doing, yes. No.
Okay, cool.
It's a pointed reference. It is a blue Prius.
Blue Prius. Yeah.
I love this idea that Lai doesn't drive.
I was gonna say Lai's the only one that doesn't drive.
And so it is entirely possible at some point in their relationship, like during that 2-week vacation, that Lai was just Carmel's passenger princess. And I think that that is outstanding.
Truly.
There's a part of me that kind of doesn't want Lai to know that Carmel drives. Because
I mean, Lai probably would have largely opted for teleportation or public transit if Carmel didn't say anything, because that's just how they get around.
Because the two of them have never, even during that 2-week vacation, if the places that Lai suggests they go and the places that Carmel suggests they go, given that they are both magical beings, do not necessitate car travel, it literally never come up because it's not relevant. If she goes to Lai's house, she's taking the tubes.
Yeah.
And not only that, but like, why not travel by public transit? It's interesting.
Yeah.
Unless she needs to find another way.
The fact that Carmel has a car is almost incidental. She would use it for things like the library, where you don't want to step out of the atrium fountain.
That's fair. Most water that would be in a city or in a town would be public, like it would be in a public, very public place.
Well-trafficked areas is where they put the water features.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. So that's when she uses her car. I see.
Not that she can't leave quickly if she wants to, but
right now everything.
So she must always park near a body of water or something, that way she can get to it easy.
Oh, you mean yeah.
That's really
either
funny.
that or she's got an inflatable kiddie pool in her trunk. You don't know. Like,
how's she gonna fill it though? That's the struggle.
Just simply like
she's got one of those, not an inflatable one, just like she's lined the back of her car and there's just water. There is a body she carries around a body of water.
Fucking Mosquito City over here.
I mean, she'll do it every now and then.
She goes to McDonald's and she orders 27 waters. 27 large waters.
27 large waters.
No ice.
I mean, she wouldn't mind the ice. It's extra water. No, it takes
but it's longer to be water, so there's more water in the cup if there's ice there. So
it's longer to be
27 large water, please.
Okay.
Anyway, so Carmel does a little boop boop and takes the big guy to her Prius and pulls out of the parking lot and goes, So how are you handling the I guess transition? It kind of seems like a lot to do very suddenly.
Yep.
I mean, Lai seems to be taking it pretty well, but they always kind of seem like they're taking things well, even if they're not. So, I don't know. Figure it probably is a big deal for you too, huh?
Sure is.
How long were you that thing? How long did you have your job for, I guess?
Before Atlantis.
Wow. That's at least. It's a pretty big step. Why? And it's okay if you don't have an answer to this, but why now?
Well, a labyrinth was thrown on me, and it seemed like time. I was knocked unconscious.
Is that abnormal?
For death? To be
Yeah.
rendered unconscious?
Well, it Lie sort of made it seem like there's a
Big box, little box, cardboard box.
no, just sort of a half. She's sort of she's driving with her knees, and she's like sort of like it's like a half like sort of situation.
Half.
So there's you, and then there's
Yes.
death.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? So
No.
you sleep,
right.
You're unconscious, like.
I do sleep. Please, hands on the wheel.
Oh. She's like.
Do you ever realize, oh yeah, just keep talking about the ways that I can die now?
9 and 3.
9 and 3, except 10 and 2 is the approved way
9
now.
and 3.
Okay. Yep. Sure.
I love the idea that Carmel gets worse at driving once she puts her hands on the wheel.
Maybe her knees are more dexterous. Like, you don't know. Like,
probably. It's complicated, but I was more than unconscious, and it's there's a difference between going to sleep and being unconscious.
yes, that makes sense. You said it was more than just being unconscious, though. You didn't die, did you? You can't die.
No, I didn't die. It's and that's not quite what I meant. What I meant is more roll to manipulate.
Why?
Because otherwise he's not going to actually explain this any further.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a feeling that Carmel wants to know this.
Bear with. Back to my character things.
Because essentially what the big guy's about to tell her is like, Oh yeah, like if you ever wanted to just like get death out of life, this is how it would happen, really, isn't it? Like that's kind of what this conversation is. It's like, how did this happen?
No, you know what? This seems like the kind of time I rolled poorly, but this does seem like the kind of thing that Carmel would use luck on, and I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
In line with the last session that we had with Carmel.
It is. He stops and death continues regardless. Sorry. It's hard to explain. Big death, capital letter. Is the friend you have, right, in your head. Little death is the action. It happens.
Mm-hmm. There's a human euphemism about that. You should probably be, I mean, you're fine here, but you should probably be careful about who you relate that particular information to. If Liz ever laughed at you when you said that, there's probably a reason. Anyway, go on.
Little death?
Yeah. There's
okay.
It's just like a fun saying that people use sometimes for some other things.
What
Don't
you
worry
and
about
I
it.
do is not.
I didn't say anything about. No. I would never. No. Do not get me wrong. That's not what I was talking about. What I said was that humans have a language and they use it in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to help.
Okay.
Because I know you're new to this whole place.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well. So, if big death is halted, little death can't happen? Or not can't happen, but backs up.
Oh.
Can happen, backs up.
That sounds like it would be problematic.
Yes. And so, because I didn't go to sleep, because I didn't choose to be unconscious, which then allows big death to take over, death needed to continue the job. And the next person who was supposed to do the job was close enough.
So it was always going to be a lie. Huh.
Is that what they told you? Have you spoken to them?
No. It's just... I mean, they're your son, so... I don't think they expected it at all, to be honest with you.
No. I didn't tell them.
Why not?
Hey, son. One day, all of this will be yours.
That's generally how it works, yeah.
And also, you will have to share your brain.
That part's a little weird.
With the force of nature.
That part's a little weird, yes. But I feel like if you've already accepted that your kid is, or that your dad is a force of nature, then maybe this isn't so big of a stretch.
Maybe not.
I'm just wondering why it just seems like something you would want them to be prepared for instead of sort of getting in an emergency just because you got knocked out.
They have you and do how much has Lai told you?
Lai and I have probably talked more about this than a lot of other things. They're not a particularly forthcoming person when it comes to things that have to do with them, but just because of the timing, kind of know a lot. Why?
No, nothing. It occurs to me that I've never done the whole. What is it? What are your intentions for my child thing?
Is that what we're doing now?
Maybe.
What are my intentions? Oh no! And then she sort of the car just a little bit, and then comes to a screeching halt at a stoplight, like she's supposed to. It's fine. There was a little bird, and I was afraid he wasn't going to get out on there. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? You don't spend a lot of time in cars. I hope you're not car sick. Are you car sick?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Was that a distraction? Was that a distraction?
From the question that you just asked? No.
No. That's me asking.
No,
that is MC asking out of character. Is that just a direct, deliberate distraction?
It's a protection just in case I have to roll something.
I mean,
I put a often overlooked in play just in case.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what she's gonna say, and neither does she.
I see. Okay, so is it in play? Did you roll it?
No, I haven't rolled it yet.
You should roll it. You should. You can't just do stuff and be like, oh no, but also this thing.
Yeah. So I got a let's see plus weird. 7. It's an 8. I'm obviously gonna go with unthreatening.
Okay. So what did she say?
She says, "Wait. Okay. So you want to know what my intentions are with your child?" And she's kind of giving him a really sidelong glance. She's got her hair off to the side. She just is that. You mean like marriage or like?
That's not what I meant. It more.
It's usually how people ask. I
just was asking. Or do you think the things might be moving too fast?
No. I mean, I'm so sorry. Is this what it's like for you, Phoebe? Because sometimes I look at Phoebe's window and I'm just like, the face journey.
I love anytime I'm doing a scene, I am looking at your window, Danny, because I love watching your reactions.
It's all about the reactions. It's about the reactions.
So
the face
good.
journey.
I'm trying so hard right now not to crack.
The face journeys are so good.
I'm trying to play it truthful.
Come
I just keep
on.
I
looking.
understand. You have to play
I
the
keep
character
looking.
Do you know what I
heard
do
certain
if
things. I keep looking at Phoebe's face and going, ooh, like,
Mhm.
I do that internally sometimes, depending on
Yikes.
the situation. But also sometimes what I might do is just enlarge one person. So I'm only looking at one person, so I know that I don't need to worry about like
yeah, but the face journeys are so good. I can't deprive
face
myself of
journeys are
that.
great.
Yeah, what am I
That's
here
why-
for if not to see the actions of my fellow players? Honestly,
And that is generally what's happening.
I
I'm
am
just
an
good at
actor
keeping it
for the
in.
audience. I am a storyteller for those who will
Mhm.
listen. Like,
Look,
I
y'all,
want every face journey I can get.
I am an actor by
Exactly.
trade, but this is a game that we play for funsies. And so sometimes
Bring me truth.
sometimes you have to step out of character to laugh
Yes,
at
you
the
do.
toxicity.
Absolutely, as
Um,
we all do.
Anywho, I
Mhm.
believe what Carmel says is, and I am holding my hand over Phoebe's face for the moment while I say this, just for a few seconds. She says, no. I mean, I think that we were kind of in trouble there for a little while, and I don't know. Once I apologized, I really felt better about the whole thing, and I feel really confident about them and how they feel about me now in a way that I really didn't know before. It's funny because it's a lot of what they told me, like, yeah, it was a lot to hear all at once, and I thought maybe that it might be like they haven't known each other all that long, all things considered, but I don't know. There's something about lie, just the way that they said it. I just doesn't scare me or bother me or anything like that. I I think we're in a really good place.
I need the big guy to just go.
The big guy just did because that was a 6 to keep your cool.
Listen, like father, like son, we scratch the backs of our head when we are uncomfortable.
Okay, but like, was that not a good answer though? It is a
Oh
good,
my
it's
God.
a good
Fantastic
answer.
answer. Terrifying answer if you're the
It's
father.
a good answer though.
Based on the conversation that I had yesterday.
And you know, is this not a lesson for us all? Which is to say, never apologize for your toxicity. Apparently, stay toxic, kings and queens, or someone you're breaking up with might misconstrue something and think, they're actually a good person. I'll
They
stay
are
with them. No.
committing
Stay toxic.
to me.
Stay toxic.
No, but staying toxic is how we ended up here.
It's true.
If lie had been clear,
No.
If
lie
lie
had been clear and said,
tried to
no,
be.
you're wrong. We're
No,
breaking
lie-
we're done.
And then panicked.
Lie was accidentally toxic and then on purpose toxic, and they're
Yes.
different, but they happen in the same body.
And here's the thing, is that
and
lie
its
was
impact.
trying to be non-toxic, in fact,
Mhm.
by
After doing the fuck.
explaining
After
and
doing
apologizing and all of this. And that was what led them to this place. And they said, oh, perhaps I should return to toxicity. When if they had stayed and remained toxic from the jump, we never would have been in this situation.
There's unconscious toxicity, and then there's the devil you do and the devil you don't, if you will.
Tal's only one of those.
Uh-huh.
Calm was the other.
That's right.
Lie's done them both. So, you know, here we are.
This is what happens when you do both devils.
I meant the devil you know and the devil you don't, but also the devil you do and the devil you don't work.
You should just, yeah, you know, the devil, everyone.
That slip,
Devil.
there.
A little sexy sometimes. What can I say?
Damn those sexy, sexy devils.
Sexy, sexy devils.
Damn it. The big guy. Oh.
You don't have to worry, though. I'm not gonna tell anybody or let Lie make any big decisions that they're gonna regret. If that's what you're afraid of. But
What decisions would they be? What kind of decision would they?
I don't know. This is the I've if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I haven't really had this conversation with anybody before. I've seen it on TV, but I don't really know.
I mean, if it helps, I haven't even seen it on TV. I just heard the phrase and thought it was worth asking.
Yeah, I mean, and it is because I have strong feelings for your child, and they are really important to me, and I can see that they are really important to you, and that you are basically their hero. So, I mean, I hope that you feel like you can talk to me. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that I know that they've got a lot going on right now, and my intention isn't to distract them from that. I just want to be supportive and be there for them because I know it's a lot.
Carmel, what happens if things don't work out?
Is there some kind of a clause that says, like, I don't know, if you
Just hypothetically.
It's not something I've really worried about.
Right.
I mean, as Lai has said, they have not been the perfect person, but I don't think that person exists. So I think that a lot of love is about wanting to do the work.
I see.
Did you ever have somebody in your, like a Mrs. Death or something?
I did. Not Mrs. Death, predating death. She's gone now, obviously.
It'd be weird if she wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But was it hard for you? Like when you took the job? That she.
It was hard, but only because she was one of the first that I had to.
Oh.
But at least I could make it gentle. Easy. She knew.
She knew about you?
Yeah.
Is that why you had to?
No. No. That's not why. That's not the reason. No.
Oh.
I didn't have to. No.
I was just asking. It kind of sounded like you were backing your way into something, and I mean, no judgment. I mean, if that's how the
No,
rules
I
work.
didn't. No, I couldn't. The whole point is if you're death, you don't kill. You reap. You don't kill.
Right. Yeah. Could you have kept her with you, though, if you wanted to?
No. Not that I couldn't have found a way, but that wouldn't have been for her.
She wouldn't have wanted that.
No.
Immortality isn't for everybody, huh?
No. And she loved to party, and she loved to spend time with people, and she loved to talk to people, and she would have been a very good reaper. People wouldn't even realize they were dead. She would have just walked them in. But she was not. It would have been too hard for her, I think.
To be Mrs. Death.
To have to say goodbye to so many people.
Yeah. That makes sense. Is that why you never tried again?
I'm sorry.
Or you did? I'm sorry, I didn't
What?
mean to assume. You said that there was someone, and then you went right to her, so I thought, oh, she must have been the last one. Or the only one.
Yes, my wife.
I just wondered why, or whether, in all these years, whether there has been anyone else.
It is difficult. No. There hasn't been.
Because of her. Right?
Because of her and, her death talking in my ear every now and then.
I can see why you'd be worried about Lai.
Yeah.
And then being in a relationship with anybody. It sounds like you were pretty young when it happened to you, too.
Well, he looks down at himself. Early 40s.
Not quite as young as Lai. Yeah, sure.
Not quite as young as Lai, but also lifespans weren't quite the same. My wife was old by standard.
Oh, yeah, that would have been. Yeah, pre-Atlantis. Wow, early 40s. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So life lived.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to be okay. I know it's going to be hard, and it seems like it's going to be a lot for Lai, but it doesn't scare me. If that's what you're worried about, I'm not going to break their heart or anything like that, because I can't
What about
handle
yours?
it. I was just going to say, I think it applies to this too. Tougher than I look.
I don't doubt it, but they're going to be very busy.
Morrigan's been busy since the moment I met them. They've been distracted since the moment I met them. And they've been kind of stoic and kind of sort of far away at times since I met them. By which I mean they've been preparing for this job, whether they know it or not, pretty much the whole time. And I picked them anyway. I know who they are. I know who I picked.
Lai has never told me how the two of you met. Did you pick Lai?
I mean, I'd like to think we picked each other, but they were a counselor, or kind of counselor, kind of a student at our camp over the summer.
I see.
Yeah.
And the two of you just bonded.
I was intrigued by the way that they talked about things and the way they kind of moved through the world in a way that's a little bit different than most people and a little bit different than most monsters too. They were... Lai stands out in a crowd, put it that way. Not in like a loud and bright way, but in almost the exact opposite way. But they're trying really hard not to draw any attention to themselves, but it's kind of hard not to pay attention to them just because of that, right?
Because they're so sexy.
Who said that?
Lie in the backseat of the car.
The whole time? Yeah. Okay. Well, God, how do you I'm so glad I'm not a parent. Fuck, man, this is tired. What do you even what the fuck?
Time of my life.
I'm glad you are. I'm in his head going, oh no, I guess now my kid has a wife now. Like, that's how it is. They're not getting away. And I can't break this heart. What the fuck?
I feel like there's a degree to which the big guy has to be like, well, shit, Lai should stay with her.
That's kind of where
Who's
because
the
on paper, yeah, totally. That's
on paper,
great.
she's the perfect
The problem
person
is that
for
Lai doesn't like it.
The perfect balance.
And that's the problem, is like the big guy's now just sitting there going.
Also, y'all keep in mind, Lai never told the big guy about Tal. But by comparison, that person seems like they're not going to bring out the, you know, the spice and color in life that Lai so desperately needs. They will not juxtapose Lai with brightness.
Right, yeah, the big guy has no idea, even though, and this is something that I feel like the viewers would not know. I don't even know, Danny, if you know this. Lai was the one who initiated with Tal. That's the only time that Lai has ever initiated with someone.
I don't think I did know
was
that,
Tallulah.
Wow.
Because they were so taken with how bright she is.
You got to be that hot, y'all. You have to be at least this
hot
to ride this ride.
Yeah, you must be this hot and this effervescent
to ride this ride.
to do more than just peak interest for Lai. Every other person they've been with or relationship they've been in has just kind of been like, oh, you're interested? Okay. Yeah. But Tal was someone that Lai did initiate with.
And that's the one.
But also had such a strict division of their multiple lives that no, she never super came up with the big guy, even though Lai was taken with her.
that she was clearly an exemplar in that particular area. Funny
And maybe
that,
that is why.
but from the father's perspective, let's look at it here. From the father's perspective, based on what Carmel has just said, this is the only person that Lai has ever had eyes for in this way.
No. I mean, the big guy knows that Lai has had eyes for other people, or other people have had eyes for Lai.
No. I mean, like, in this, like, oh, we're in a relationship. This is like a book.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
This is
like, for sure. And the only person that Lai has let into their life. So now the big guy is just like, oh, you're just like, it's no,
Lai's got cold feet because they want to marry the mermaid.
Well, no,
that's
no,
100%.
It's
no, but I could see why he would think that though.
Yeah.
Not necessarily cold feet, but like,
it's like,
oh, Lai doesn't know how to like have things for themselves, or like
they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to go like take that extra step.
Oh, this is healthy. Oh my god,
and also like, oh, they're self-sabotaging, self-sacrificing. They don't need to. They can have what they want. It's okay. Meanwhile, Lai is like,
She's one of those people that interviews really, really well. It's problematic, you know, really problematic. Thanks.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
I've been playing the good guy for far too long.
Margot Reyes, the good guy.
Okay. She's not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have.
Like,
no, she's the good guy. That's the thing.
Comparatively, says a lot about
writing
your world.
In notes for the big guy, and you're like, Carmel's great.
She's lovely.
She's
oh my
lovely.
god!
Like she actually, and the big guy knew this before because
oh my god, she's actually lovely.
She was brought down to the underworld because Lai gave her a match. Like that doesn't happen that's never happened before. So like
she's lovely, and Lai is clearly smitten. They're just nervous. It's fine.
It's all good.
The evidence
and
is
the number
all
of failed rolls that I've had now is first I rolled a 2 and a 1, then I rolled 2 3s, and I'm like,
they're gonna be besties forever.
They're not gonna be besties, but like,
no, they're gonna be besties. No, they're gonna.
Here's a question: is Carmel taking them back to Lai's townhouse?
Oh no, Carmel's taking them to Walmart.
Taking them?
She's taking them to Walmart.
Oh, they're going to Walmart.
They're going to Walmart.
Okay.
But then presumably,
I forgot.
Presumably back home as well. After
I don't know
because that's just going to be problematic when she gets back and the kiddie pool is gone.
Unless Lai is in the process of removing it at the time, that would be even more feral and funny.
I think we'll have to roll for it when we get there, because Lai did get essentially a house call to go reap someone who needed reaping on this day, so we'll have to roll for it.
They're going to Walmart to hang out.
Lai is currently reaping a Horcrux.
Maybe they will see some new kiddie pools, and she will laughingly look at them.
Roll while Phoebe, roll
at the Walmart.
Your favorite die, and if it's an even number, then we're gonna catch Lai in the middle of
don't do this.
So, if it's an odd number, it's just gone.
Can I propose a different way of doing it?
Yeah.
Could we both roll a d6? And the d6 determines what time of day it is. So mine is what time Lai takes down the kiddie pool. Ooh. Yours is what time they show up at the apartment. Because it'll probably be a long process that got interrupted. So I feel like I just feel like that would result in like a variety of ways it could play out, of like where in the process it is that could be interesting.
I'm going to ask you to roll first and tell me what you get.
Sure.
I also want to know how long you think it takes Lai to get this pool out of the house completely.
Well,
especially
and
with
having
the removing of water and all of that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I feel like it's interesting to look at.
So between 1 and 6
I'm gonna roll
PM,
my little skull dice again.
Okay.
Because it's cute.
Go for it.
Okay, I got a 2.
Okay.
What
Lie
does
starts at
that
2?
mean? Lie starts at 2? Is that what
Yeah,
that
so
means?
Lie is starting this process at 2 p.m.
Hope I don't
And
roll a
when did
1.
Lie get distracted? Oh, you're rolling, not me.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm rolling. Right? I'm rolling for when Carmel and the big guy will eventually make it back. How quick their trip to Walmart is.
Go for it.
Yeah.
What time do they
because
get back?
in theory, it sounded like Brooke's mom was about to start dinner, so that's probably like 4 or 5 p.m. that they got called to go over.
Mm-hmm.
Which could have
So
been
if they start at 2.
Wait a minute. What if they start at 2? When did they at what point did they stop?
Well, I'm saying they probably had to go around, say, 4 or 4:30.
Right.
Doesn't
Was
take
it
you that long
finished
to-
then?
So I feel like it probably would be gone by the time they left. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
either
say
like Lie
what
is
I'm gonna
there
say
and
for the
doing
purposes
it, or
of
Lie
numbers.
is gone. I don't
For
know.
the purposes of numbers, because you rolled a 2, between 2 and 4. You rolled a 2, didn't you?
I haven't rolled
Yes.
anything yet.
No,
No.
Wait, so
Phoebe
sorry.
rolled a
I'm
2.
thinking like, well, wait, is the time that I rolled the time they got
So
called away?
I'm about to determine that. So
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Phoebe rolled a 2. What that means
Mhm.
is if there's a 1, miss it entirely. Like the kiddie pool is there.
Mhm.
Lie is just not going to take it down because there is now someone there, or they overlap and they miss each other. They don't see each other either way. The pool is there. Between 2 and 4, Lie is there taking down the pool.
Mhm.
So you roll a 2, 3, 4, or a 2 and a 3. That's what happens. 4, 5, pool is there, no Lie. 6, no pool.
No pool, no lie.
No pool, no Lie. Or
5, no pool, no lie. 6, no pool, also lie. Would Lie come back?
Oh yeah, eventually Lie would definitely go back.
It has
So
to.
no, 6 could be no pool, yes Lie.
Okay.
5 could be
And
no
then-
pool, no lie.
5 is no pool, no.
Yeah.
Or is it pool in process? Do we want pool in process to be one
2
of
and
the
3.
numbers?
2 to 3
That's
is
2 and
pool in
3.
process.
Right,
because
but
that's the
with
time
Lie
that Lie
there,
is gone.
is there a Lie gone pool in process?
That's what
You
5 was supposed to be, and you.
Oh. I
Right,
Yeah.
so
fucked
do we
up.
change 4?
Well, no.
I forget what 4 was.
I'm excited
ridiculous.
about
Hang on a
each-
second.
No, I'm
Hang on a
really
second.
excited about each number here, so that's why
That's
I'm
the
getting
thing.
invested.
Why
Every
are you excited
possibility
about
is
each number? Okay.
thrilling.
Because every number
2,
is very fun.
3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. 6. Okay.
I'm so sorry. This is terrible
1,
television, but boy, do I like it.
I like
1, no
dialogue.
change. 2, Lie in process.
Yes.
3, Lie in process.
Lie in process.
4,
Pool in process. Lie
Like gone.
gone.
That's why I
Pool
asked
in
you
process,
initially
like
whether or not Lie would have finished the job before leaving. And you said yes, but it's more interesting if no. Lie's
I
not
mean,
done
no,
when
I
they
agree.
leave.
5, 5.
Ooh. 5. Pool gone.
Sorry.
Lie gone. Because
Pool
Lie
gone,
out
Lie
back
gone.
with Pool. Lie hears them coming. Lie poops away.
Yes.
6.
6,
No Pool,
Lie
yes,
there.
Lie.
Yes. No
Yes.
pool, yes, Lie. So roll the dice.
Yes.
All right.
I'm thrilled with each possibility.
I love this.
Might roll a 1. Nothing. Go for it.
I'm not gonna roll the fucking 1. It's just not gonna happen. Not at this point.
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
I rolled a 6.
No
No
pool,
pool,
yes,
yes,
lie. Ooh. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Lie coming in doing this.
Lie walks in. I'm so glad my girlfriend can't get into my apartment.
Oh no. There she is.
And she walks in the front door
Yeah,
with your dad.
with you,
Oh my
dear.
goodness.
Carrying
Okay,
a
I'm
Walmart bag
thrilled.
and some
Carrying a
sunflowers.
Walmart
She's
bag.
gonna bring some sunflowers from the nursery
Oh,
section of the Walmart.
God.
Which doesn't make sense because the curtains are always closed.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. You're gonna kill the flower. Okay.
Lie might like them better that way.
Thomas, just the big guy, upon opening the door, holding a number of bags because you never choose what you're going to buy in
No.
Target or Walmart. It chooses you.
Walmart chooses you.
Yes. Is saying something like, but are you sure that this toy is going to make the noise that you think it's going to make?
I mean, we can't be sure until we actually try it, but it's worth the try. I mean, look at it. It's so cute. There's no way. It doesn't make the...
Maybe it will. Oh, lot. Hi.
Hi. Oh.
Lie sitting on
Hold to keep your
the
cool.
living room couch, like, I don't know, poring over, like, battle plans or some shit. I don't know. They're strategizing. I don't know what that looks like when you're in your home.
Many post-it notes.
Just papers, I guess.
Oh, jinkies.
Oh,
jinkies.
Oh, jinkies is all I have to say.
How
It's just a 6. It's just a little 6.
Oh,
I had to make sure.
what a cute
Simply
little
a
6
for me.
Just like the 6 that was rolled earlier. Okay.
So, Lie probably, in fact, has not said anything and is just like a post-it note in one hand, a pen in the other, like, hi.
We brought you flowers.
Sets the post-it and the pen down on the table. That was nice of you.
I know. And then
I guess I should leave the two of you to talk.
No, Dad, it's really important that you stay. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm really sorry. This is not a great time, Carmel.
I'm sorry. I
Okay.
picked up your dad almost got in trouble at the library, and I saw them there, and then we sort of took a trip to Walmart. It's kind of a long story.
We did.
Are you remodeling?
I brought you.
I
chocolate.
would love to hear the story. I'm sorry, you have to go.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, where's the pool? Like
the pool's not here anymore. I'm sorry. I live with my dad now. It's not. He sleeps on the couch. It's a little weird if I feel like that might not be.
Did you step in it by accident? Oh. Okay. Why is everyone being so quiet? Is everything okay?
Yes.
Okay. And she's gonna go over and give Lai a flower and kiss them on the cheek and simply go back out the door. Let me know when you open the toy, Mr. Big Guy. Actually, you know what? Don't open it without me. I'll be back. I really want to see this. And then she actually does leave.
Dad, I would love to ask what the fuck. But we have, if you'll excuse the pun, bigger fish to fucking fry.
You are you're deaf now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Part of that is being able to handle situations and communicate with people. Part of that is telling someone who loves you What is going on? If there are more important things going on right now, then that is fine. But you're not bringing in a purgatory as death.
What?
You are going to have to make decisions about what happens in your personal life.
Fine, then I will break up with her in a week when this is taken care of. Brooke Kaufman is dead. Which means it's time to kill Maltha.
And what do you want me to do?
I thought you would help me strategize. But if that is not the case, then I will go downstairs.
I can help you. Don't forget, I'm human.
Oh, okay. You still have 3,000 years more experience than me.
And she has outwitted me for 3,000 years, is at the very least. And beyond which, she's my daughter. I know what needs to be done. But I'm still human. So let's do it. But please do not forget that the stakes are a bit different for us.
What do you mean by us?
Your experience is different to mine.
Yeah.
In the past, if I couldn't do what needed to be done, death would simply do what needed to be done. What plan have you come up with?
They gesture to their many sticky notes and probably like ramble about a variety of options. The one that they like most have in mind, I think, is probably like using Tallulah as a potential connection because she has previously said like I can get you this meeting. And going at it as like a meeting angle and something of like a sneak attack ambush is their like biggest idea.
Clever.
Because it's the full moon. We don't really have Ari and Henry and the rest of that team to kind of depend on as backup if we want to do this quickly. I
Why are
imagine
you rushing?
Well, I feel like quicker might be a little bit more effective against Maltha before she has a chance to recover this loss.
How would she recover it?
Fuck if I know.
Yesterday you were saying that there was so much time, and now today you just want it done.
Time was until Brooke decided to die. She decided.
And so you want to go in and do this alone?
I think that might be most effective, but also it's a full moon, as I said, if we want to be quick about it. I don't know how many ways there are for someone to safeguard themselves from death. I didn't really think there were any. But apparently
Neither
I was
did
wrong
I.
about that, so...
And so was I.
She could find more the longer we wait. I don't know that for sure one way or the other, but you know, doesn't seem like something we should particularly risk if
Tal was working with
we're
her.
going to use the strategy. Yeah.
Point of order. Does the big guy know who that is? Or we're just talking
Know who
about
Tal
that?
is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big guy would know who Tal is because the second that Lai had sex with Tal, the sex move would activate. And so big guy would know who Tal is.
Yeah, the big guy, if nothing else, has like a tangential knowledge of like, oh, Lai has dated someone named Tallulah. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lai has dated someone
Actually,
called Jared. That's nice.
Technically speaking,
He exists.
technically speaking, the big guy would also know that it happened recently.
Stop. 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 Stop.
Previously, when we have talked about the sex move, it has been because
Whose sex move is this?
mine.
The Reaper.
What does your
one.
sex move do?
Read the Reaper sex
The
move.
Reaper sex move is
Your dad knows who you
when
had
you-
sex
No,
with?
you get a
when
free
you have
hall
sex
pass.
with someone, they gain a condition, friend on the other side. Next time they would mark their 4th harm box, they instead remove this condition. The way that we've talked about this previously was through conversation, the big guy having an understanding that this is someone who's important to death. So if Lai like gives them a match,
Yes.
the big guy will keep them safe, or people from the underworld will keep them safe if possible. I don't think that the big guy has a little stuff blinker in the back of their head that he knows.
However, in order for the sex move to proc, which it would have when they had sex,
She already had the condition.
Lai-
She didn't need it again. And I feel like it can't stack.
You don't know that.
Does it stack?
I don't think it could stack.
Oh my
I
god!
don't
does she have
know.
cards?
I don't think so, and I don't know so. But the whole point is that before that, Lai would have been sleeping with Carmel. So regardless, it would pass. You would pass it along. So Lai would have just mentioned Tal and been like, "Oh, I happened to see Tal.
Yeah.
She's
I
still
just
That
important
doesn't
in
mean
my
the
life."
big guy knows they were fucking. Like, that's weird. It's just
not
a condition
necessarily
that they have
were
because
fucking, but at the same time, like friend on the other side, I happen to know that this is what you were doing, and this is who you not who you were doing. This is
who is protected right now.
After
This is
such
who is
a long.
important to you.
This is who is important to you at this point in time. But also,
the condition does not go away, though. That's not how conditions work.
No,
They have the
but we
condition until they
also-
use it.
we don't
So
know if she's used
Tallulah
it.
has had it.
We don't know if
That's
she's
true.
used it. Is my point. So because it's the first time we've seen her on screen, that's when it gets applied. It's not. We're not going to back apply every potential condition.
Turns out Tallulah's immortal. She just doesn't know it because she's fucked Lai
She doesn't-
several times and never died.
That's not. They're not stacking it.
But we've also
not
given
stacked.
it to Jared,
Yeah. So if Jared
who
has
has never been on screen.
True.
if Jared turns up, we don't. But the thing is, the point of the matter here is you don't know if Tallulah has ever been in a life or death situation where she could have died, but survived it.
Sure. Lai
That's
doesn't
part of
know
it.
that people get this condition.
No.
No.
Okay, so none of this was my question. There's no reason to go into the semantics of what the cash and prizes you get for fucking Lai Morrigan. Like,
They
The
are many
point
and
is
varied,
that
not just
the,
this.
the, the point is the big guy does know about Tal also
I wanted
because
to
they
know whether
talked
they
about it.
knew,
They
because
talked about her.
they don't know about them as a romantic item, but they do know about them as a friend of Lies. Who is
No, they absolutely
clearly...
knew that it was a romantic item because we talked, like the characters talked about it. Like Lai and the big guy have actually had a conversation about the fact that Tal has never been to Lai's house, despite how long they, like, despite the fact that they were in together. That was a conversation that was had. That's why the big guy was like, well, you then that means Carmel means a lot to you because you never had Tal here in this house. It was very specifically a point of order that happened. Like,
no, I
happen.
just remembered that as a more vague like thing. I didn't remember it as a like specifically you didn't bring Lie here. I remembered it as like
thought that was like
you
an
didn't
OOC
bring it.
conversation. I didn't think that
You
Lie and the
didn't
big guy
bring
had specifically talked about
anyone
it.
here. Like if you never
No,
brought
it was
anyone here.
literally it was a mid-scene conversation that they had. That the
That's-
big guy was like, you can fix this. It's actually really important that you know you can fix this and how important Carmel is to you because you never brought her here. You never brought Tal here. That's how you know that Carmel is that important. Like
Yeah,
that
no.
was literally part of it.
I thought, but I was internalizing it as like that other girl, whoever you were dating before. You know, the other ones.
Oh no, he mentioned her by name.
I have no recollection of that whatsoever.
This is one of those things where I do have recollection of it. I don't remember everything, but that's that's a conversation I very specifically remember because it has colored the entire situation of the last few scenes between Lai and the big guy, and the big guy and Carmel is that coming into play of like, no, but I know how much Lai has changed in response to Carmel. So part of it is literally that.
I genuinely, I mean, because of the conversation that we just had about Carmel, I was also under the impression that it was basically just based on like, I now know X amount about this person, and the person that came before this person, literally nothing. Like,
well, and there would not be a lot.
Right. There wouldn't be a lot. And the fact that there's that much.
There would be a knowledge of like name, have dated for like a year.
Right.
Are still friends. If nothing else, those like
core facts.
The major points he would know. Yeah.
Which answers my question. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
We can go back to the actual thing we're doing now.
The reason why things are different too, the reason why the knowing of, not necessarily that they fucked, but the fact that Tal is now more front of mind important to Lai. The big guy would have needed to know about that. Who am I protecting? Or like, who gets a second chance? Or who's, because like Dusty, like you have sex with someone 3 to 10 years ago, because you're not that old, 3 to 10 years ago, and like if you don't care about them anymore, I'm not gonna like, it's not gonna stay relevant.
Right. I think it's simply the fact that they've continued to remain friends.
Yeah.
That is enough to keep her like on the list, if you will.
She's on the good list.
Yes, but it's about how close friends. Because it's not like
Lai doesn't have a lot of friends though. Lai doesn't have a lot of friends.
So essentially
one
friend. Maybe two.
Yes. I mean, but at the same time,
she remains significant.
But at the same time, Henry is not on that list. Henry is not on that list.
I hadn't even considered that.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
That's kind of the point. But that's part of the point is like very special friends are part of the list. Well, Henry would also be on that list, and he's not. Well, narratively speaking, he is not.
We cannot keep discussing this, please.
I do not want to keep discussing it. I'm just trying to impress the differences between where the boundaries of the sex move sort of start and end.
Okay.
Right. It's just it's very important to me that the big guy does not know when Lai fucks. That is not what the
big guy does not know directly when Lai fucks. What the big guy knows is this person is more important to Lai now. Right now?
Yes.
Like
it is
for whatever reason,
narrative
this person is more
and
important.
conversation, not
And that's
and they have had conversations, I'm sure, that have not appeared on screen also.
Yes.
About
and in which Tal's name would have been mentioned. And so
Which was
Exactly.
my question. Yeah.
and
So
that is where, like, when someone is talking about someone that they really care about or someone that they have been intimate with, they talk differently about that person. That's
Yeah.
what the big guy is noticing. That
that's
is what the
I
big guy
wanted
has
to
seen.
know. That's all I wanted to know. That's all I was asking. I didn't mean to get into all this all the nuts and bolts of I didn't even know about the sex move, to be honest with you. I had no idea.
I know that's part of it.
You got cash and prizes for sleeping with the
do.
Reaper.
There's I mean,
It's a
yeah,
little bonus.
There are
It's a little treat
incentives.
just for you.
A little treat. A little
Yeah,
gift
food
bag to
thought.
take with you.
but yeah. You've been spending time with Tal recently.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to her about this?
About what?
The
Death?
plan.
No, I killed Brooke like 2 hours ago.
Right.
In their head lies like, sorry for using the K word. I understand it's not situationally appropriate.
Thanks.
That's our word.
We want it back.
She has previously offered to set this meeting and has the connections to do so. It wouldn't be entirely out of place, I think, to ask her to do that.
Okay. And if
I don't think that in and of itself would be like a red flag.
I that's not what I was insinuating or suggesting at all. I wasn't aware she was a part of it. Is all. It's a good plan. I wouldn't say rush. I still wouldn't say rush. My family is smart. And I know you don't want to wait for the lichens, but at the very least, they are very strong. And me, I have these banging muscles, but I am very puncturable.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to go in without backup. And I know that you are. I know who you are. But there are worse things than death, as we both know.
I've never been without backup. I've always had you. And now I have all of them.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, if you're going in to cut out a tumor, a scalpel is better than a hammer. Don't meet her without someone with you.
I mean, who do you propose that someone is? I don't really anticipate her having open
Anyone
office
with
hours.
faster reflexes than you.
Okay, that's really rude.
She has lived for 3,000 years. I don't know what she has learned in that time. But she has managed to evade a force of nature. A force of nature and her father. Don't go alone.
Got it.
It's the best strategy I can give you. Besides which, good luck trying to get a meeting with someone who probably knows that you're coming. Try to get the meeting. She'll probably want to meet. But I doubt she's going to want to meet without a plan, which means she wouldn't want to meet with you anyway, not yet. So make a plan that works, regardless of time. You don't need to worry about time, your death. You're inevitable.
Okay. Well, we're done talking about the plan. Can I ask why you brought Carmel into my house? Like, we just talked about this.
Because she's lovely.
No. We can't talk about it. You can talk to her about it. That's your relationship.
Okay, and this is our relationship, and you seem to have no regard for my comfort or my wishes when we just talked about this.
How was I supposed to know that you would be in the process of carrying out the plan that you tried to ask me to tell you to do?
You told me you wouldn't help. Regardless, if I clearly didn't want her in my home, timing doesn't really matter.
Why don't you want her in your home?
We literally just talked about this. I don't feel like I should have to explain myself to you. Like, you can't just...
You are going to get mad at me. Lie. I think I should know why you're mad at me. You don't want her in your home. Okay. What you said to me the last time we spoke was, tell me to take the pool from my house. You didn't say, don't invite her over. You didn't say, I don't want her near me. You didn't say any of those things. You just said you wanted me to tell you not to have the pool here.
I really felt that that was all implied. I guess I'll be clearer. I tried to break up with her, and she didn't listen, so it seemed rude.
And so tell me at which point I should have told her, oh, you can't drop me off at home. You can't bring me home. You can't come in.
You didn't have to
here.
invite her in. That's not how dropping someone off works.
I see.
You are 3,000 years older than me. And you want me to be just as fucking adult as you. You're the one always reminding me I'm a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking to you right now. I'm gonna go storm off to my room like a fucking teenager, I guess. And they they're starting to gather their many sticky notes.
Absolute child.
I hope they're all falling.
If you
They're
do not,
sticky. They probably stick together.
except for that one.
There's
Can't
always,
catch it.
yes,
There's always that one.
isn't there? Yeah.
Lie, if you do not talk to her and tell her.
I already said I will break up with her.
Great. At the point that you break up with her, at that point, you can then be mad at me because I did not break up with her in her car on your behalf.
I didn't fucking ask you to. I just didn't want her to
No.
be in my fucking house. That's very simple.
And you won't tell me why. And yet, she might be the best thing that's ever happened to you.
Lia's going upstairs.
Big guy stands in front of them.
Lia disappears. They teleport into their room, turn on a record very loudly, and set it to like loop.
You ever tell
And then
Trump?
they are like, they're gonna teleport away. They're not even gonna stay.
You ever teleport tantrum out of your house, up your room, and then out of your house?
If only we could. Honestly,
If only.
if I could, I'm sure I would have done.
Why? You can't tell me what to do, Dad. I'm gonna be toxic on my own terms.
Truly. Did Carmel fully leave? Just checking, because I gotta.
You're muted, Danny.
You're muted.
Danny, you're muted.
Oh, I said yes, she did leave. She is nothing if not very trusting. Remember that Lai had this entire conversation holding a sunflower.
Yeah.
I did not remember that they had a sunflower. They definitely would have set it down.
Like
the second Carmel was got, they would. I know you said that she handed it to Lai, and then in my mind, they did not have it anymore.
Just she had it, and then she kissed.
Why do I have to wait? Why must I wait? There are people to reap. I must kill Maltha. I just love the idea of the gesturing. It didn't happen. That's not canon, but it just
funny
for me. Side as an aside, as an aside.
We don't have the lichens. You're right. They wouldn't be holding it, but still.
No, they wouldn't have been holding it. They'd have put it down. I imagine they'd have put it down almost immediately as well.
As soon as Carmel left, right?
Yeah, like the second the door closed, they would have like tossed it on the table.
To get angry at Dad. Like, that's how that works. Yeah.
Get the shit away from me. This cute shit.
Obviously, Dad can't do anything about this.
Oh my god. Please.
What do you mean, please? Please what?
I'm in my head thinking, how dare you bring my girlfriend that I didn't break up with and who doesn't know anything is wrong with me into my house after I told you that I'm thinking about breaking up with her. How dare you act normal?
how dare you act? How dare you act normal
I don't think
and
that's
like nothing
normal.
changed?
I think it's fine to behave normally with Carmel. I feel like there's a very easy way to be like, thanks for dropping me off. See you later.
I just don't
and
think
not be like, yeah, come in to play with toys.
I actually don't. I don't think that he did
I
or
don't think
would
he
have
intended on doing
invited
that.
her
I
in.
think
I
she
think she
invited
invited
herself in.
herself in.
But the big
She
guy's
would have
not
just
going to say
followed
that.
him into the house because she's there all the
Ultimately.
time. She has the equivalent of a key because she had a kiddie pool.
She had a kiddie
She never
pool.
comes
She had
in
a
the
key.
door, but she could show up whenever she wants. So why wouldn't she come home with him?
Right, that can be the impression that she's under. Phoebe, I feel like that's a shitty move when you know that someone is like not totally comfortable with someone, to let them come in anyway and not like make an excuse to have them not come in, even if you're just not sure.
As a parent, if you're not going to actually talk to the person, you have to deal with the consequences.
That's kind of where the big guy was at, is like, oh, I've had to deal with this all day. I've had to deal with this discomfort all day, but it is not my relationship. This is not my problem to be dealing with.
That is so petty, though, to be like, yeah,
No,
totally, you can still come in the
petty
house.
As hell. It's petty as
petty.
hell.
Yeah,
but at the same
I
time,
agree.
Lie may not have been there. Lie may not have been in the house. That was always a possibility of like, hey, thanks. I am gonna go like take a nap or like have a shower or something. Don't necessarily know Lie's there. Number one. Number two, don't realize they're taking down the kiddie pool. Huh? Okay.
I agree.
Cool.
It's very petty and childish.
Said they were gonna do that.
I didn't think they would do it that soon, but also
yeah,
I think it's petty and childish, and I also think it's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
But also it becomes an opportunity for Lie to have the conversation that they needed to have with this person who's clearly in love with them. And now the big guy feels bad,
and that's a decision
Carmel.
that Lie gets to make, not the big guy.
Except that Lie brought the big guy into their relationship by asking him to say, hey, take down the kiddie pool. That's what happened. That's the consequence of that, is you've put me into the center of your relationship. What the fuck else am I supposed to do? I can't lie to her. I can't tell her I didn't know that you had taken down the pool.
But also, my mom did this exact thing to me once. With this boy that I wasn't even really dating. He really wanted to date me, and he said something that was mildly inappropriate at school. And he showed up at my house with a handmade card, one for me and one for my mother. And my mother let him into my house and said, Danny, someone is here to talk to you. And this reminds me of that.
That's exactly the same thing. But except it's not the same thing, because the big guy knows too much.
No, you're good.
The big guy knows more about how Carmel feels about Lie than about how Lie feels about Carmel.
Yes, and so he is siding with Carmel in Lie's mind, and that pisses Lie off, because that's my fucking dad. You're not just gonna side with me on principle. You're not just gonna have my back because you're my dad.
The result is, what do you want me to do? Because then I am breaking up with Carmel, and it's not my relationship to be engaging in.
They never asked him to do that. They
no. But
anything of the sort.
Intrinsically, that's what it becomes. Is like, oh yeah, how do I not say Lie actually doesn't really like you?
Though? No, I think it's just a brief moment of solidarity of like, hey, not right now. Like,
no,
sorry.
No solidarity was had in this here household, and I think that's
Lie is pissed off that their dad, who's like, you have to be an adult. I've been alive for 3,000 years. Think about things first. Won't be like, I've lived a long life. It's fine if they don't talk right this second. But instead they're saying, no, take your time on killing someone, but you have to talk to your girlfriend right this second. And not having the same standard of like, it's fine if it waits a couple days. You have a lot on your plate. My child who's just taken over the force of nature, which is death, that I know all about. Like, Lie feels very thrown under the bus and is very angry.
And now,
and the big guy is also furious, and not just because Lie threw a tantrum. The big guy was already furious and is now even more so.
And now, Lie's dad can join the club of parents that do what they think is right by their children, but do it in the shittiest possible way. Now, Lie's dad can join brunch. He has earned his place.
And he needs to eat.
And he needs to eat now.
Yeah. But yeah, ultimately, to him,
if only he and Noelle could chat, they might actually be great friends if they didn't fucking hate each other.
That's true.
I mean,
they
actually,
would have
they'd be
some
good friends now.
bonding.
They'd be good friends now. They could be good. They could be friends now. They could not have been friends before. Now, you don't have Death hanging around anymore. That's interesting. Let's chat about that.
On how bad you are at communicating with your children, and doing what is best for them, not necessarily being best for or most convenient for you.
But also, the poor communication styles of your children and the same communication styles applying to you simultaneously. Oh, awkward lives. Hey.
They know
ultimately
the ills we do, their ills instruct us. That's from Othello, everybody. Thank you. I'm here all night.
I didn't even hear you. Sorry, I was thinking of something different.
Oh, I said, lest they know the ills we do, their ills instruct us. So
exactly.
Which is the theme of Daybreak, I think.
I mean, sometimes.
It's the theme of Daybreak when we're talking about their parents. But anyway.
Tallulah, what are you up to?
Oh, Jesus. Sometimes I forget that Margot's passed out in the woods and I have all these other characters and I have to figure out what the fuck they're doing. Thank goodness Tallulah doesn't go to Daybreak prep. So, though Tallulah did drop Lai off at school this morning, what a day it's been. Holy shit. I think by the time it makes it to the news that Daybreak has collapsed, she's probably given Lai a couple of like little rings. She's not worried because she knows what Lai does for a living. A living. But yeah, she's not particularly worried, but she's concerned. That's the word I'd use. And is like, oh fuck, like I was just there. Like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? Like,
well, I mean, really? I was just there 6 hours ago.
Yeah, that was there this morning. Like,
yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Holy shit. That half of the place that I was at this morning doesn't exist anymore is a big deal.
Yeah, if Lai saw any like text or call from Tallulah, they would answer.
I think that
so she knows they're okay.
But I think that even knowing that they are okay, there is a, correct me if I'm wrong, would there be a vibe of like, I'm good, but I do have to like work right now. Like I do have to I gotta work. Like I'm gonna talk to you later. So there would be a like, don't feel like you have to answer these, but holy shit, what the fuck? And then like a series of several, like throughout the day, there would be like questions like, so what the fuck happened? Did you say something about like a labyrinth? Like what happened to your wolf friend? Like what is like everything that she could think of that she's curious about, she sends to Lai in a separate text that she does not like expect an answer to until later. But there are at least like 15 or 20 of them. And then towards the end of it, I think she probably checks in at work because she thinks if something has gone terribly wrong at Daybreak Prep, it's probably got something to do with Kieran Fartrigan. So she does go and check in there. But I think that the last of Tallulah's string of text messages is actually, you know what, you should just come over when you're off or whatever passes for off at this point. There's no way I'm going to get like full stop. There's no way I'm going to get full answers to these questions via texts. Full stop. You suck at texting. Full stop. And I want to know. Okay, bye. Like, and then she writes like, you know, the door code is like 6161 or something like that. What I got for you.
Yeah, I don't know that Lai would have necessarily had time to have responded to everything, but I think it's pretty obvious where they're going after their tantrum. Like, Of course they're going to Tallulah. Where else would they go?
Oh no, they have nowhere else to be. I didn't look. It was obvious when you said it out loud. It was obvious, but prior to that, that didn't even occur to me.
No, so it's the question is like, well, do I go to the underworld to try to do my job more? No, I'm fucking angry. I'm gonna go see my best friend, and she'll be angry with me.
Yeah, she'll be angry. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what you do. You're like, oh, I need to have my best friend come be angry with me, and
yes,
I don't know, we'll like yell or something.
I need to commiserate.
Yeah. What did the youths do in the 2000s to be angry?
Break shit and smoke blunts. I don't know. Same thing we've all. It's the same as always.
Nothing changes.
Yeah.
Watch MTV uncut or whatever. Like
nothing changes.
The hard metal. Turn on the hard rock and break some plates. So my
yeah. But I think Lai doesn't bother with the door code. They just into her apartment.
Tallulah will turn the corner, stop, tilt her head, and go, first of all, you smell like death. Second, if you told me you were coming in, I would have put on pants. But now I'm not going to. Hi. And then continue. She's brushing her teeth. So she continues walking. She turns back around and goes back into the bathroom. I think she hears boots on the ground, and that's what alerts her to the fact that there's someone in the house. Not Lai teleporting in, just
no, the teleport is silent, but they're definitely hey, I'm in your house.
They're thick ass Doc Martens and the hey, I'm in your house. And she just comes in, she's like,
yeah.
You didn't even use the door. What? And then she turns around and leaves. She comes back. She has not put on pants. She is just wearing a tank top and underoos. And she goes, so you look like you just got your ass kicked in more ways than one.
Why?
It was your day.
I think in the time it took for Tal to finish brushing her teeth, has taken off their boots and is laying face down on her couch.
Okay. If that's the case, then Tal will go and sit on Lai's butt. Just sit on center of the couch, just that spot. And then she kind of folds her arms and she says exactly what I just said. Well, you look like you got your ass kicked more ways than one. So wanna talk about it, champ? You wanna talk about it?
No, I really fucking don't want to talk about it.
Okay. That's fine. You've had a bit of a day. Can you turn over and not talk about it while you're facing me?
Yeah, we get off my ass.
Oh, is that what this is supposed to be? Wow. Okay. It's kind of concave almost. She kind of gets up.
You hit her with a pillow or something.
She kicks at their stomach as she's getting up. She's just, turn over.
And they will actually sit.
And Tal will plop back down and then put her feet in Lai's lap and go, shitty day, huh? Your entire school blew up. And you're mad about something completely different right now. And
yeah, today and yesterday have been absolute fucking shit shows.
Hey, at least you had breakfast first. You're welcome.
Thank you. That was really the highlight of all of it.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, you're a real lifesaver there.
Hey, you don't know what would have happened to you if all of that happened and you didn't have a breakfast sandwich.
Most important meal of the day, you're right. I needed that English muffin to get me through.
You needed the fucking calories to get through this day, clearly. I am
Yeah.
your hero, and you should be thanking me. I know you're being sarcastic right now, but fuck you. That's correct. Could have made all the
Tallulah
difference.
Summers, you are my savior. Truly, I would not be along for this world without you.
That's right. If you're gonna stop coming into my house, like using the door, can you like, I don't know, flash a light, make a light flicker on and off like a poltergeist or something next time? Like,
That'd be
I
fun.
thought you were a home invader.
We could do like a get you on one of those haunted house shows.
Wait, we're just gonna scam the people over at, I don't know, America's Most Haunted Houses. We had a real ghost in here.
Yeah, she wasn't very interactive though.
So we're just gonna make it like fake, and you're just gonna be the ghost. You're gonna stand behind the wall, like inside the walls. You're gonna teleport into the walls, and like
that might be a little uncomfortable, but I'll just like be invisible and do it. They won't even know. But I'll still show up on their like their heat radiator, the thing. They'll like see a person.
Philip, look, the light switch is moving by itself. Oh no!
Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool.
If that's
what
you
they pay the people on those shows.
I think that the people on those shows probably pay to do like.
I guess that's what you're gonna do with your next like big girl job paycheck.
I don't know. I think if we're gonna go into this, I think you're gonna have to cut me some of that Daybreak prep money. Like, also, sorry, too soon. Shit.
Yeah, maybe I'll get like severance or something. I don't even know.
That's dark. Seriously though, this school is just. I saw the news.
Yeah. It was a lot. Do you, I don't know, want to like get really drunk or something? Like, this is not
way ahead of you. And she's going to get up, and she is with as fast as her human legs can carry her over behind the little bar cart that she has in the kitchen, just like mixing drinks. She says,
after Lai has said that, they in their head to death are like, you can still do all this while I'm fucked up, right?
No one's ever asked that question.
Is Death still talking out loud? Is Death still talking out loud?
I don't know.
Lai's trying to have this conversation with Chibi Death in their little head sidebar.
Then no.
Okay, fine.
No one's ever tried.
You see, how the fuck has no one ever tried?
I don't know. Either they're too young to drink, or responsible. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's your choice. I'm but a lowly passenger.
Dark passenger.
That seems really untrue, but okay.
As long as I can process. You might slow things down. But I mean, it's no slower than, when you're...
Probably not worse than sleep. I'll be awake.
Yeah.
It's an experiment.
Okay. You're the boss.
Ice?
Yeah.
And she will bring over 2 glasses. She's got little umbrellas in them. She's got rocks glasses. She brings over little umbrellas in them. We're not celebrating anything. I just had these, and I kind of like them.
This is much classier than I was expecting. So,
it came with the apartment. What can I say? The umbrellas, they hand them out downstairs at the. No, I'm joking. It's not true. It did seem like, since I had this apartment, I should have like a nice little cart for my alcohol and like a, little glasses or whatever. Too much?
It'll do the job.
And she holds up her glass. She goes, to not having as fucked up an evening as you had a morning.
Perfect. Cheers.
Oh.
I think Lai probably tosses back the first one.
God damn it.
But then from there is going to like only drink very slowly and like checking in with Death to be like, we still good? We're still processing? Okay, great. And like not go like whole hog all at once, but like check in.
Are they getting, when they're talking to Death, are they just, since they're talking to Death in their head, they're just like being quiet? Are they like,
Well, they can do two things at once.
no, I mean, I want to know whether there is a tangible silence between the moment, like while
I don't
Lai's
really
talking to
think
Death.
so. I feel like it's in the same way where you can be having an internal conversation with yourself while you're also talking to someone else.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
get distracted. That's why I'm asking. Sometimes
Well,
I'll
sure,
just be
you
like,
definitely can. If it's an in-depth conversation, yeah, but I think it's mostly just like, are you still good? Okay.
okay.
So here's what happens.
I get death drunk. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Lie stops immediately.
No, well, no. The problem is that you know how if you're getting tipsy at the same time as everyone else is getting tipsy, everyone's like same keel, same level.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening. If someone were sober observing the situation, then that would be different. But that's on the same par with you at this point in time.
I mean, I feel like having had a drink and a bit, Lai can probably recognize like, this might not be a good thing for the state of the world.
And Lai's gonna keep, but Tal's gonna keep pouring them drinks though, and Tal's gonna keep drinking.
But also, at which point does Lai necessarily notice that they are tipsy? At which point do they know? Like, people, I stop at tipsy because I am hyper aware of how I feel, but I know a whole load of people, and I work with a whole load of people who don't know necessarily.
Oh, I mean, I feel like I'm also very aware. If you're trying to consciously monitor the way that you feel, I feel like you simply do that. It's just whether or not you're consciously monitoring.
Tal's not gonna let Lai stay sober. They just said they wanted to get fucked up. Drink, bitch.
They want to get fucked up. Oh,
drink, bitch.
Okay, so what we're actually gonna do is roll for peer pressure.
Yeah.
Tal should be rolling in that case. Tal is.
I'm gonna roll to manipulate someone. Let's have a contest.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an active roll. No, we're not contesting. That's the mechanics of the game. Either it's manipulate or it's a peak interest. It's either.
It can be both. Oh wait, no.
It's one or the other.
You're right. Let's see. That is an 8. I'm gonna go for peak interest, just cause.
Okay.
Gonna
get fucked up, then get fucked.
I mean, they're gonna talk first. Tal's not in it just for the.
It's on the way.
Holy shit! Lai has a type.
So on a 7 to 9, I can either give you a string or choose a reaction. I'm gonna give Tal a string because I think that seems most fitting for the situation, which is probably dangerous for a witch, but also I like the spice.
One on Lai.
Not only that, but like Tal can then use that same string in the scene. Go for it. Have fun. I'm mute again. So ultimately, how much does Lai drink?
Obviously it varies wildly based on tolerance, weight, etc. So I will say they are.
Death will respond
buzzed, but not fucked up or anything. I think like when they're sitting, they're fine. They're just like, woo, having a good time. If they stood up, they'd be like, oh, okay. But they're, as of right now, just like sitting. So
At a
it's
certain
fine.
point, Lai would sit back down and Tal would grab their chin, turn their head this way and that way, and go, "You're still thinking about stuff. You haven't had enough to drink." Ew. And then like push their face away. What are you brooding about?
Yeah, it's me, so death.
I don't even think this is an excuse anymore. Like, that doesn't even
I know, it's so unoriginal.
Yeah. So entertain me. Clearly you've had an awful day and clearly you're not drinking enough to get rid of it, so
kind of mirroring what Lai just did, or what Tallulah just did to Lai, they like lean forward and grab her face in their hands. Tallulah, how do I break up with my fucking girlfriend?
Tallulah's good. With the face still grabbed, she's going to go. Oh, wait.
I'm serious.
Hang on. I know you are. I know.
I tried and she wouldn't listen.
Give me a minute. Hang on. Oh man, I wish I put money on this. Oh my god.
At this, they like place their face up against like the back cushion of the couch, but also are reaching for a drink.
She's gonna give him a drink, but she's still like, she's in stitches. She's like laughing uproariously. Let's just give him the time. You wasted no time fucking this up, did you? Like,
listen.
Of course
not.
I asked you. I said, hey, is this really your type? Like, what are you gonna do with a super nice girl? Etc. And you were like, oh no, she means
I thought it was like cute and nice and fun, but Tallulah, I'm not cute and nice and fun. I hate that shit.
She's gonna grab Lai's face again and go, I need you to explain to me the exact moment that it clicked for you that Little Miss Perfect was not for you. In detail. Wait. Hang on. And she's going to reach for a drink. And drink a little bit more. Push your face away. Okay, now go.
I don't even know. I thought to myself, I'm a bad partner for someone like her. I should do better.
Facts.
And be nicer and more present. And you know what I realized? I don't want to. And I don't need to. And I'm bad at it, but also it's not important. It's not important to me. And that's not really fair. So I thought, oh, I should break up with her. Because that's not really nice. And so I told her this. And you know what she said?
What'd she say?
She told me she loved me. She told me she loved me, and so it didn't matter. Actually, is what she told me.
Lai and Tallulah take one forward on each other.
Okay.
Sure.
And Tallulah will stare at Lai, and then she'll do this thing where she puts her head and her chin in her own hands, and she goes, That is so cute.
Why is it cute? Don't say that.
Wait. When is the wedding? When is it?
If you ask my dad, it's apparently tomorrow or some shit.
She met your dad?
They're best friends. He took her side.
Wait a minute. So a lot of this happened today, right? Is that what happened directly before you came here?
Yes, of course it is.
So are you?
Well, no, I tried to break up with her yesterday.
And now, 24 hours later, you're laying face down on my couch, crying.
I wasn't crying. Slander.
I can feel the
come
moisture on the couch
to
cushion.
you, my best friend Tallulah, and my time, didn't you fucking slander me? You're gonna fucking slander me.
What are you gonna do?
Maybe I should
What are you
live
gonna do?
here
Kill me?
too.
What are you gonna do?
No. I'd get in trouble.
Oh no, we don't want that. Girlfriend might get mad at you. Oh god.
I'm more worried about the voices inside my head, but whatever.
And you have voices inside your head now. You've had.
I do. Just
If
one.
I didn't have a life of my own, which I assume that this very nice girl does not, I would be very concerned about you based on everything that you've just told me just now.
But that's what's so great about you. You don't give a fuck.
Because I have a life. It's because I have a life and other interests. I do care. Otherwise, I'd kick you out of my house. But, like, it just kind of. It sounds like you stumbled ass backwards into like a therapy group without like really needing to. And now you're just surrounded by people who want to give you nice, warm hugs, and including your dad, which is not
out of character. It's fucking weird.
It seems like a lot has changed for you, and I'm so sorry. I just think it's really funny. And I just kind of want to give you, like, I don't know, like a yellow baseball cap or something, like to wear with all your black clothes. I just want to.
Yellow.
I just want to. And then she like takes
He gave me a sunflower. Today, it's on the coffee table in my living room. My dad let her into the house.
You invited her into your life. Morrigan, you made this girl your girlfriend. And you fucked her. And then you fucked me. And then you went back and told her that you didn't want to break up with her, even though that probably would have been the best way to get out of this. Would have been to make a big deal about something that is not a big deal at all, because girls hate that.
Oh.
But you, stupid.
I should tell her that I'm in love with you.
No. It's not going to work now. It's too late.
But that's what you just said.
Yeah, it would have worked if you hadn't been stupid about it before. I'm sorry. No.
Am I stuck?
I think you're getting married, sweetie.
Oh my god.
Welcome to forever. She kind of like covers their face with the blanket that's on the back of the couch and like pushes them over.
Yeah, they like flop back down.
To your fiance. Cheers. You're fucked. And then she's going to gather them, blanket and all. She's going to gather them and put their head on her lap and pet the blanket. Not that. Just pet the blanket. Just. You're not actually fucked. I'm not going to give you advice on how to get out of this, but only because it is so much more fun to watch you squirm. I'm sure you will eventually figure it out. But like right now, I just really want to drink in this moment. I should make a drink and like name it after this moment. Like, I don't know. Lie's mistake. Morrigan's mistake.
That's a really good name.
Name of this drink. I'm sorry, what was that? And she uncovers the blanket.
It's a really good name for the drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna call this one Morrigan's mistake.
Chickpeas in it. She loves chickpeas.
Why would I put chickpeas in my alcohol? Ew.
Because she loves chickpeas. They have jackets. I don't know.
Why do you know that? Why do you know that she loves? Why do you know what her favorite food is?
Because I thought it was cute.
Are you sure you don't still think it's
She
cute?
says they have jackets.
That's stupid, but it is kind of funny.
She's not incorrect.
Can I see a picture of
They
this girl?
say too emphatically.
She's not incorrect. I guess, but get. Do you have pictures of this girl on your phone? Can you show me, please?
I have to roll for lie having a picture of Carmel on their phone because they're not that kind of person.
Yeah, but
At all.
Would
Carmel have sent pictures?
Carmel not only would have sent pictures, but if she didn't have her phone with her, would have been like, no, we're taking a photo.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sort of thing that Carmel would do.
Okay. So they have to go into like texts from Carmel where like she's probably made them take pictures on her phone and then has sent them to Lie to be like, here, so you have it too.
Mm-hmm.
And Lie never saved them kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so they dig out a picture and show it to Tell.
She's cute. You certainly do know how to pick them. She looks exactly how I expected she was gonna look.
Mm-hmm.
Like exactly the kind of sunflower in a dark cloud of like Eeyore goth.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
she's into you.
Yeah. Yep. Love, apparently. But
big into you. She's really big on Team Lie.
Yeah.
I wonder what it is about you that gets her going.
I have never asked.
Never. Okay. Okay, well,
Why is that funny?
I'm sorry. I figured you would want to know, especially if you're trying to break up with her, you probably want to know what it is she likes about you so much, right? It'd be like the first way to figure it out. Or you just gonna just keep being awful until she gets tired of you, Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought like just like breaking up with her normally would work.
But
I guess not. But hey, I sure did say I don't really want to talk about any of this. So
you sure did, and then you kept not drinking, and then you kept thinking about it with your big head.
Can you like fire up Mario Kart, maybe?
If you go get more drinks, that will fire up Mario Kart. But you have to unfurrow your brow because it's harshing my vibe.
I'll get you a drink.
No. Either we were both drinking. You were not going to sit in my house and brood.
I'm not brooding. I want to play Mario Kart.
I'm not brooding. I want to play Mario Kart. That's you. Don't be a bitch. Get the drinks.
Oh,
go. She pushes him off the couch.
Oh my god. And they'll go and they're like only grabbing a bottle of liquor. They're not making drinks.
You're so lazy. And Tal will take a swig from the bottle and go, is this what you want? Is this how you wanted your night to go?
It's fine, I guess. I didn't really want my night to end up here, quite honestly, in this fashion. No.
Here? This is the best place your night could be.
Well, I didn't think I'd have like a big fight with my dad and have my, the whole everything else that led to this. Yeah. If I was going to show up at your apartment unannounced, I thought we'd be doing something much more fun than this, and we're simply not. So I'm really trying to roll with the punches here.
And that's just because you brought all of this dark, sad energy into the house, and you seemed like you needed to unpack it a little bit.
You
and now you're done.
Love my dark, sad energy.
I like your dark sad energy. Love is a really strong word, and I think that maybe you should think about how you're using it in sentences, because maybe your relationships might suffer otherwise. I'm player one this time. She's like starting the game as she's saying that. But also, we don't have to talk anymore. I am totally fine with that as long as you are fine with that. But you have to actually be fine with that. Otherwise, none of this works.
What do you mean actually be fine with that?
It means you can't sit there looking all morose and shit. You can pretend all you want to. It's not like I actually don't give a shit about you, idiot.
Yeah, I know that, dumbass.
Well,
Play the fucking game.
well, dingbat. Don't brood. Don't brood on my couch, and I don't have to do anything about it. How about it? And then she starts to, like, she's gonna start the thing. She's gonna also push Lai's controller sort of like out of their. She's gonna cover their hands with the controller with the blanket so that they do not have the controller falls into the blanket into their lap. She goes, look alive. And then she's going to cheat at Mario Kart.
Good.
Yes. And she picked dry bones, by the way. Yeah. Yeah.
She picked
Yeah.
They would not start the game if she picked dry bones. That would be a whole separate fight that
You
they
can
would
you can be
absolutely
Boo.
have.
Look at him. You can be Boo. This is what your face is like right now. So you can be Boo. This is you tonight. This is all you.
I'm not a ghost though. I'm closer to a dead guy.
Yeah, but you look sad like the ghost though. Like, look, if you look.
They like stick out their tongue like Boo. Whenever when like the Boo's making the little face and sticks his tongue out.
That makes her laugh. And she goes, God, if I were the kind of person that liked taking pictures, that would be the one. That would be the one that I kept of you. Just that right there.
Oh, what, Tal? You don't want to take a cutesy little picture with me?
Do you want to? Do you want to? We totally. Oh my God, we totally can. We can.
Yeah,
look.
they're like holding the phone, like, oh, take a little picture.
Oh wait. And then is like, she's like, I feel disgusting. This is not.
I have to roll something.
What are you rolling?
I also have a question to ask, but roll. What are you rolling?
So when you're on your phone and you're in text messages with someone and you hit the camera icon?
That was what I was asking. That was actually going to be my next question was, what do you do with that? What happens to that photo? Because you do have to roll that. Yeah. I almost don't want to roll it because I was thinking, this seems feral. I'm preparing myself.
Here's the thing. When you're drunk, you see the camera icon, you click that button.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
But on old-timey phones, is that how they worked?
I mean, technically that's how my phone works.
Right,
like,
that's how current phone works. Was that like 2000s? Was that camera phone?
Hey, sure. It's fun.
But it would have been the same. It would have come out the same. It would have been the same situation. Please roll odds or evens.
I will. Okay. Oh
I will. I'm going to be over here rolling peak interest. Because I want them to be max.
That's a 2.
Okay.
So even.
Yes, it sends. Even means yes. Yes, it sends.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Danny, why did you say oh my god?
No, because the photo sends. I did not roll well, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You have a forward. Don't forget, you have a forward. Plus, Tal probably has high dark as a witch. Because it's dark.
Does she have? Yeah, she actually does. Oh no, that's an 8. Never mind.
Makes it an 8. Yeah, it does. It does make it an 8, doesn't it?
I am. I don't know whether to make Danny play both of these characters,
That
or
doesn't make any sense in this context. Play with us in the space.
makes sense in this context. I'm enjoying quietly listening.
Oh my goodness.
Play on.
So I think we need to determine what photo did they send.
A cutesy cute one of Lai, but the problem is it's taken by someone. It's not Lai taking the photo.
No,
So-
I think Tal did lean into the photo. I was like, no,
Tal
we're gonna
leaned
take a selfie together.
it's a
Oh my
selfie.
god.
Yeah, they were trying
Okay.
to take, because Lai was doing it like mocking Carmel wanting to take pictures together.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
That like cutesy, like, oh babe, let's get a picture together. Like they were like poking fun at that. So Tal is definitely in the picture. I'm just wondering, like, are they just making funny faces? Like what are they smiling?
Are they
Like,
making
smiling?
out? Are they kissing cheeks?
What are they
kissing?
doing?
What's going on?
I wonder if it's not something stupid like Tal is like about to like lick like Lai's cheek.
Yeah, like she's just fully like
yeah, like that. That's also very early 2000s. Like
that
so
is
it's
very
like,
early 2000s. And I feel like Lai's probably doing like kind of like the boo face where they're like,
Okay.
That's what it is. So you got the boo face, and then you got the like, yep.
What a picture. What an image for your girlfriend who you want to break up with to receive.
I'll have.
Oh, at a late hour in, oh no.
It's not.
Maybe an hour after they told you,
7
I'm
p.m.
very busy.
I'm very busy.
very
You have to
busy."
leave. It is important. You got to go now. And this is what's coming through. Yeah, I'm taking
Like
that into
an
account.
hour
It's fine.
later.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Johnny's got notes.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This is a
Play on,
conundrum, isn't
please.
it?
Continue.
Can we take a break briefly? I
For sure.
have dug myself into such a little ditch.
Yes, you have.
Hey.
Let's do it. Let's take a break.
I love it. I love to be in a little ditch.
Just a little bit.
And I will. Yeah, I'll take us a break. We'll be back.